back to the video. Welcome back to the channel, bro. It's Rebirth for Ramesh, man. Just took a little break. Just going through a lot of new changes right now, and just reevaluating who I am, who I want to be. Honestly, just been dealing with a lot of just like recently, just dealing with a lot of depression and stuff. Not depressed, like I'm not sitting in my sorrows, like but some moments I go through some things and I just want to give up or try to reevaluate what the hell I'm doing. But yeah, man, we about to go hit the gym right now. About to go hit Gold's Gym right now. Hit some back and some shoulders and some cardio at the end. But yeah, man, just I think the biggest thing is fighting through those feelings, fighting through those emotions, man, and understanding that one of my favorite verses in the Quran is basically God saying, "I am what you think I am," and if I think God is punishing me, I think God is against me, or He doesn't love me, or whatever, then that's exactly what's gonna happen. And so right now it's just like reevaluating myself, reevaluating who I am and what I'm doing, and then also understanding that I need to do better. I need to be better. Be better. I need a structure, bro. Like I don't have no structure, and every time I build a structure, it's just weak. The foundation is weak because of my own self getting in the way. I'm getting in the way of building the life that I envision myself being. I already understand that it takes a structure. I understand that it takes discipline. I understand that it takes consistency. I understand that it takes holding on to the vision of who you want to be. But I always get in the way. I always allow myself to get in the way. And I always have this vision of who I used to be. And I always hold on to that. And my biggest thing, bro, honestly, is just like being there for myself, taking my own advice. People call me for the positivity, call me for some enlightenment, and I always appreciate and thank God for people even allowing me to be that for themselves. But I understand that I have to be that for myself way more than I can be for anybody else. So honestly, man, just refresh and restarting, just like the first video. Honestly, but never losing sight of the vision, and just really sticking to something. Because for me, it doesn't matter if I'm hurt, if I'm sad, I'm upset. Like fitness is so embedded in me now. It's a non-negotiable, and it's like I remember 4 years ago, I wasn't working out as consistent as now. I wasn't dieting. I wasn't eating the right food. I was still hanging around, fucking off, doing bullshit. And yeah, man, it's just crazy how now it's so embedded in me. And it's like you already shown yourself that you can do these things. You already shown yourself you can do these things. So get out the way, please. Please get out the way. And I wrote this list down and I burnt it. But one of the things was the inability to make a decision. One of my biggest flaws is the ability to make a decision, and wealth and opportunities come with speed. I think it was Think and Grow Rich I was listening to, and it was like, he asked the guy, I think Napoleon Hill, a question, and he was like, he answered it in like 20 something seconds or 30. I can't remember the exact time at the moment, but the ability to make that decision and sticking with it is really key, man, because that's one of my biggest problems is the inability to make a decision and stick with it. And I always find myself doing things for other people, and that's my fault. There's nothing that I can do and change about that, the past at least, except for not to continue to make those mistakes and to learn from them, not even mistakes, but to learn from them lessons, and to reevaluate who I am and who I'm becoming, who I want to be, and not just envisioning it, but honing it and applying it. Like I got off social media for a little bit, but one of the last videos I said was the application of the knowledge and wisdom is more important than the knowledge and wisdom itself. Because you can have all these things, but if you don't apply it, it really doesn't matter what you got going on. So I have acquired so much knowledge and from what not to do, but I'm not applying that, and that's my fault. And this is honestly an accountability video, and yeah, man, I'm just super pissed off with who I am, but I understand that I can love and accept this pissed off feeling and raise my frequency and to attack what's next. Because it doesn't matter what job, it doesn't matter the school I'm in, my mind is always on impacting people in a positive way. If it's through fitness, if it's through the life things I've been through, that's always on my mind. It doesn't matter what job I'm doing, doesn't matter if I'm in school, none of that matters. I'm always envisioning me speaking and showing the way, because this is something that's so embedded in me from all the trials and tribulations, from being homeless so many times as a young kid, living in hotels, whatever, and my adulthood, and failing at jobs and getting fired, people saying I'm not good enough, being on a football team and being really good going into high school, and then fucking off and messing things up, and then trying to reestablish myself on the team, and then the coach don't trust you. It's not because you didn't have the talent, just they don't trust you, and that's my fault. And that problem stems back from when I was a teenager. It's not just some random stuff now. It's just like the inability to make a decision. Do you want to be messing around, or do you want to be a football player? You want to be a student athlete? And I always try to blur the lines, and that's why I found myself outside of the norm, and that's really just me, making that mistake and making those decisions, and just not even opening my eyes to even see it, and I think knowing that I'm about to be a father really allowed me to see this now. And yeah, man, I don't want my baby to look at me and just see what I seen with my parents. I love them dearly, but I know that there could be more, and it's up to me to be that right now. And I'm just truly blessed to even have the opportunity to do it. But the thing is, what are you gonna do with your opportunity? Or are you gonna take the scraps and the crumbs, or are you gonna take that whole meal and then some? And so it's like, all right, Reed, what you gonna do? What you gonna do, Reed? What you gonna do? And yeah, man, this is what we doing. So yeah, man, I'm about to go dry the golds and get this beautiful workout, go celebrate what my body can do, and push past my limits, and understand that no matter what I'm going through, I can fight and overcome it. It all matters to what am I willing to give up. The will is the key to who you want to be. The willpower. So the real question is, Reed, what are you willing to do? Who are you willing to become along this journey? What are you willing to give up in order to who you really want to become? Because it's not so much of what you inquire, it's what you're willing to let go. It's not so much what you learn on this journey, it's what you unlearn on this journey. So yeah, I'm about to go drive golds. I don't have a tripod. I actually gave it to this dude in the gym. He was like, "Yo, bro, where'd you get this tripod at?" And I was like, "Oh, Amazon," and I couldn't find the exact one, so I just gave it to him. But I say that because I was gonna record the workout, but maybe I'll record the workout. You never know. But if I don't, then that's the end of this video. But yeah, man, I appreciate y'all for tuning in.